DC Fandom Secret Project. Is it my movie?
I can't wait for the secret project, sir. You secret person, you.
Welcome into issue 11 of Comicast Video. Jong Lee here.
Hey, with Michael Carroll.
Thank you guys for tuning in. You can follow us on Twitter. I'm at OnePunch3_.
And I'm at producer Mike975.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Today we are going to be talking about what DC has dropped on their DC Fandom website, which you can only access this portion of it through mobile, and it will only show up on mobile. You can access the webpage through desktop too, but if you go to questions.dcfandom.com, you can submit questions for any projects that are coming up for DC and Warner Brothers. And if you go to the mobile version, you scroll all the way down to the bottom, there are 2 secret movie projects that you can submit questions to. Now, Jeremy Conrad of DCEU Mythic figured out that Black Adam, of all the projects coming up, Black Adam is not listed. That could be one of them, but there's a second secret movie. What do you say the secret movie is going to be?
I would hope it's Man of Steel 2, but I have a feeling it'll be Batgirl.
There's a big possibility that it's going to be Batgirl, just because of all the rumors out there. People are saying I guess the insiders are saying that they're going to use Michael Keaton's Batman to launch Batgirl, which for a while there was a rumor that they've been wanting to go down this route anyway, and then now they've figured out a way to do it. I'm still holding out hope that it is Terry McGinnis, but I think we get Batgirl before we even get Terry McGinnis.
Yeah, I think so too. I think we get Batgirl first. I think that project's already well underway in some form or fashion. So I imagine we'll get like maybe an official announcement of some kind at DC Fandom. Maybe Michael Keaton pops up in reference to that one, or maybe to Flashpoint or to the Flash movie. So I feel like Batgirl just makes a lot of sense because we've been hearing rumblings about that movie for a while now.
Yeah, and the drop-down menu has everything from the Batman to Wonder Woman 1984, Shazam, Aquaman, the Suicide Squad, the Flash movie, and like I said, no Black Adam or anything like that, no Batgirl. So it could be any one of those movie titles, and maybe it could be something that we haven't even discussed. They even have like the Harley Quinn stuff in comic books and costume designers. Comics, DC in general, they have questions for Jeff Johns, which, there's that. And every TV show, they have every TV show up there, and the 2 secret movies that they have up there, only on the mobile version. So let the speculation begin. What do you guys think that you guys want to see? Comment below, leave a comment, and we're giving you ours. Would you like to see a cyborg movie with Ray Fisher, which has kind of turned left since we talked about it last on Wednesday's
right.
video. So, out of the blue, what movie would you want to see that we haven't even mentioned in the last year or so, like that?
Does that include Batman Beyond?
I mean, I guess because I've mentioned it and I've said, hey, let's see Terry McGinnis on the big screen. So yes, that includes, or that does not include Terry McGinnis.
I guess, that's an interesting question. I would say probably, I don't know. I probably want something with Blue Beetle. We haven't heard anything in a while for Blue Beetle in a long time.
Man, I'm looking over the roster, and I think the logical thing would be to do one of the core members of the Justice League. And we've gotten movies from Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. We're getting one for the Flash. It kind of makes sense to redo a Green Lantern movie, doesn't it? We've heard rumblings about a HBO Max series, which we haven't heard anything concrete, whether it's going to debut or whether it's in production or anything like that. That project, man, it seems like Jeff Johns has been writing that project for years. It almost seems like like a Gambit situation or a Flash situation. No, I mean, Flash, I guess, is going to be getting going now. Flash and Black Adam, for the longest time, they were in production or they were in pre-production for a very long time. And it kind of seems like the Green Lantern Corps TV series is kind of going in that direction. I'd like to see if they could just take that and just spin it off into a movie, and maybe do, a buddy cop kind of thing with, which I think they were going to do in that TV series with Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan. So I kind of hope it's that, but I think the logical thing is what we've been talking about. The most logical thing would be a Batgirl movie.
Yeah, 100%. Batgirl makes total sense. Again, it's the project that seems to be most in the development. They've talked about it a while. I feel like there's a lot there to that movie. And Black Adam seems like a logical slot because I feel like The Rock is going to pop up in some way, form that day too. Outside of those two, I mean, again, Man of Steel 2, I would really like to see something there. I would really hope they bring back Henry Cavill because it seems like he's back in the fold. And what cool way could they do? But like maybe if you have The Rock first, and then all of a sudden Henry Cavill, pops up on the screen. I was gonna say walks out, but nobody's walking out, and everyone's gonna be at home. But still, like it'll be really cool to see something with Henry Cavill just in any way, just to get more Superman.
What about this one? Now, this kind of had a little bit of legs, but never really took off. It was crawling, I guess you could say. It never walked. Lobo.
Oh, yeah, that would be cool. I'd like Lobo. That would be an interesting project.
It would basically, well, not basic. It will be kind of have that similar vibe of a, I guess, a Deadpool type of a movie, and we really haven't seen Warner Brothers or DC go back and try to, I guess, implement or try to, I guess, copy what Marvel has been doing with, even if it's not Marvel Studios, what Marvel has been doing with some of their movies, with like Logan be a lot more gruesome, and with Deadpool be very slapstick, breaking the wall type of comedy. I guess we saw a little bit of that with Birds of Prey, but not full Deadpool. But there was a bit of a rumor on Lobo not too long ago, and they never really gained any more traction. There was one or two reports out there, and then it just kind of fell apart. And so I kind of wonder if it's not Batgirl, that it could be something like an off the wall project like Lobo, which you can tie Henry Cavill into that project too.
Yeah, you very well could. What about Ava DuVernay with New Gods and Tom King? Maybe get some kind of update from them. I know they're not close to necessarily like shooting or anything like that, but maybe we get just some kind of update from them in terms of script writing or the just process for that movie.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna scroll through this and see if New Gods is on this list on my iPhone, but I didn't see it on there. And which, man, I wouldn't think that would be like a secret movie, would you? Because it's kind of already been established that they were going to be doing it anyway, right?
Yeah, it's an established movie that we know is happening. It's just we really haven't heard much. I mean, I guess the last big thing was Tom King getting in the mix. Mm-hmm. But other than that, it's been pretty quiet on that front. So I wonder, maybe that's outside of the two movies, but maybe just some kind of from her about it.
Yeah, it's weird that we don't see it. I mean, we've seen it from like every TV show to every comic book and stuff like that on that list. And it's a little odd that New Gods doesn't make that list. Maybe she hasn't even started writing yet.
Yeah, it may not. It may be a product that just don't have really anything to show as of yet, and they're still very much in an early development stage. But I mean, I would hope we get some kind of maybe update or something.
Yeah, I would hope so too, because it's supposed to be kind of a trippy project to begin with, and it's something that frankly, we really haven't seen outside of, I guess Marvel's the only one that has kind of done it, like the space-based kind of stuff. And with New Gods, it's something that's that will definitely be out there, and a little trippy, I guess you would say.
Yeah, very much so. So it's including Tom King into the mix, and her and Tom getting together to write something. I think it could be really, really special.
And if it was New Gods, there is a big possibility it takes outside of the DCEU, because I'm looking at different reports out here saying that it's going to be a different type of dark side. It could be a more not as dark, I guess you would say, no pun intended, just because of I guess the interpretation that we're going to be getting with Zack Snyder is going to be super dark side. Whereas Ava DuVernay's maybe a little bit on the lighter side and a different tone.
Which is fine with me. I mean, again, it goes back to that multiverse concept. If you have different worlds and different tones, that's fine because it's in the multiverse.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at a picture of Zack Snyder's Dark Side, and it's pretty menacing.
It's going to be a terrifying dark side.
Yeah, and I would imagine that it's going to be kind of a standalone thing anyway, just because of it seems like almost everything that's new that's coming that's not tied to the, I guess, old DCEU, the old universe. It's going to be a separate universe and a separate, I guess, a self-contained. Like, I mean, I think you called it in one of our multiple podcasts that we've been doing. That you said maybe they should go back to the anthology method, and it seems like they're going to be.
Yeah, it definitely does. So, I mean, any more standalone content that we can get that's more filmmaker driven, count me in. I think they finally found a method that works, and hopefully we get to see some of that, what they've been cooking up, for lack of a better phrase or whatever. Hopefully we get to see some of that at DC Fandom. I'm really curious what they show.
Yeah, this is going to be a very, very cool event, August 22nd. It's going to be free for everybody to watch and stream. So I would imagine that there's going to be a lot of interest behind this, and prepare your computers prepare to be a little frustrated, because I'm going to kind of imagine that their servers are going to be a little overwhelmed, especially when a lot of people are going back home to work and kind of sitting around doing a lot of nothing.
Well, yeah, especially this is the first time of this type of event, so you have to go in with expectations that there will be some kind of technical difficulties. Mm-hmm. I would be shocked if it runs smooth, and that's no offense to that. It's hard to do these things with the way we're set up during this COVID thing.
Yeah, very, very excited for the event that's going to be coming in about a month and a half. So set your calendars, August 22nd. Looking forward to DC Fandom. And thank you guys for tuning into issue 11 of Comicast Video. You can follow us on Twitter. I'm at One Punch.
I'm at Producer Mike 975.
And if you want, you can hit subscribe if you like what you heard.
Yeah, do it. Slap the bell.
Ding, 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 ding. And you can follow our audio podcast on every major podcast platform. It's at Comicast, and subscribe to that as well.
Yeah, really cool. If you did, I appreciate it.
Yeah. And until next time.
See ya.
I'm Batman.